Good evening. The news summary for this Thursday, 22nd of February. President Wavell Ramkalawan has announced that a constitutional amendment is to be put to the National Assembly in the near future. Speaking during his State of the Nation address in the National Assembly, which just ended, President Ramkalawan said the amendment that requires elections to be held on fixed term. The head of state said the bill will be brought to the National Assembly in the first quarter of this year. At the same time, the government is proposing to remove presidential immunity. Furthermore, the government intends to abolish legislation that gives the president the possibility to resign and straightaway decide to stand as a candidate in new elections. President Ramkalawan also suggested a redefinition of the vice presidential mandate, particularly in instances where he succeeds the head of state. Other issues brought up by President Ramkalawan include the welfare system. He commended the new executives managing the welfare system. He said the system was too corrupt and victimization was frequent. He said this had been dealt with. On the high cost of living, President Ramkalawan said the government is taking measures to try to tackle it effectively. He said the Minister for Finance and the SCC board have already begun consultations to find ways to reduce the prices of commodities. These include basic commodities and others, including building materials. Earlier today, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Roger Mancienne, presided over a ceremony as the Assembly met for the first time this year. The session had the swearing-in of two new proportional members of the Assembly.
The opening session began with a ceremonial procession to mark the commencement of the 2024 meeting of the legislature. Participants included administrative staff members of the National Assembly as well as all LDS MNAs. Members of the United Seychelles Party, who stayed away from the ceremony, joined the session only after the opening speech by Speaker Roger Mancienne. In his statement, Speaker Mancienne put forward several proposals that were suggested at a symposium on constitutional changes last year. They include a suggestion to increase the number of proportional members in the National Assembly. Speaker Mancienne said he was inclined to agree with that suggestion. In particular, he suggested that the leader of government business and the leader of the opposition could in future be proportionally elected. Speaker Mancienne also placed much emphasis on ways to make it easier for MNAs to bring forward their own private members' bills. He acknowledged that it is still a difficult task and it will require a lot of effort and resources to bring it about. Following the Speaker's statement, members took turns to pay tribute to their former colleague, Rosie Bistoke, who passed away last December. The National Assembly later met for a short ceremony to swear in two new proportional members for the LDS, and Simone Bistoke is to replace the late Rosie Bistoke.
I, Anne Simone Bistoke, do affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Constitution of Seychelles, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of Seychelles. So help me God.
Whilst Rachel Spiro from the United Seychelles Party is to replace Wilbert Hermine.
I, Rachel Jocelyn Spiro, do swear that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance to the Constitution of Seychelles, and that I will preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of Seychelles. So help me God.
The healthcare agency has received folded beds, bed sheets, pillowcases and toys from SACOS. This donation, which costs around 65,000 rupees, will benefit the children admitted at the Seychelles Hospital. The bed sheets and pillowcases will be used at the children's ward and operating theatre. This is in line with SACOS's corporate social responsibility policy, though it is not obliged by the government anymore. The Chief Executive Officer of the Healthcare Agency, Dr. Danny Louange, accepted the donation on behalf of the agency. SACOS envisages donating more goods to the Healthcare Agency in the future.
It is our great pleasure to help and assist the Ministry of Health however way possible we can.
It is with immense gratitude that we accept the donation. On behalf of the Healthcare Agency, on behalf of the Ministry of Health, on behalf of the government of Seychelles, on behalf of the children who will receive these donations, we extend our heartfelt thanks to SACOS and your team and the whole team who is behind this idea to provide and improve the care of our children, especially as they go through that healing journey whilst in our custody, whilst we are taking care of them. It means a lot to us, it means a lot to them, it means a lot to their parents, and it means a lot to our people in Seychelles. That's basically our community, it's ourselves.
The Apostolic Nuncio of the Vatican to the Republic of Seychelles, Monsignor Thomas Grisa, met with the Minister for Foreign Affairs and Tourism, Sylvestre Radugon, today. This meeting follows the Nuncio's previous visit in February 2023, during which he presented his credentials to President Wavell Ramkalawan. Monsignor Grisa and Minister Radugon discussed the Fazenda da Esperanza, the Farm of Hope project, which is a therapeutic rehabilitation action for people suffering from drug addiction. The purpose of this current visit is to meet the entities and resource people to begin the necessary discussions aimed at putting in place the modalities which will ensure the rapid realization of the project. Monsignor Grisa was accompanied at the meeting by the Bishop of the Diocese of Port Victoria, Bishop Alain Harel, as well as two experts in the rehabilitation of drug addicts. And with this, we come to the end of this news summary. I'll be back with the news in Creole at 8 p.m. Have a lovely evening.